it's a dangerous thing. Holy cow, this is really hot. When he gives the mic to me. I'm sure he was afraid I'd take off on Easter like I did on Christmas. But I do want to say, I just want to say a couple things about that. Christmas doesn't bother me because I know that nothing happened on December 25th. So I can enjoy the kids, I can enjoy the lights, I can enjoy the music, and it doesn't mean anything other than it's just a fun time. However, this time of the year makes me very sad for a couple of reasons. Number one, that it took me so long to really understand what it's all about. And number two, that there are going to be a lot. Tomorrow is probably the highest attended church in the year, during the year. You got the C and E Christians, and you got the K and P Jews, the Yom Kippur and Passover. So tomorrow the churches are going to be filled, and there will be people that are celebrating the resurrection. They really are, but they don't have a clue as to what this week has meant and is meaning, how it relates to the Tanakh, and how it relates to the book of the Revelation. Amen. It is, and I'm hoping that someday our dear illustrious leader here will give me leave to do a Beit Midrash on what God told me about racism and anti-Semitism,
Next
which
week.
Tomorrow, which tomorrow will be probably the most racist anti-Semitic day in the whole year, and I hope you can understand why. But let's get back to the portion. Okay, and everything, if there's a physical, there's a spiritual, right? Amen. Okay, so in the portion where it talks about matzah, okay, or chametz, in the physical, chametz is what? In the physical, leavening, which is basically a yeasty grain, usually a grain type of thing that's fermented. And in the spiritual, it's considered sin, okay? Now, speaking of the matzah, how many of you just got up this morning and say, "Ooh, I can't wait to have a piece of matzah"? Just plain? Okay, well, good. Some people do, but I personally, I don't care. Of course, the matzah that they had back then was not like the matzah that we're eating today. But most of us, and I watched last night, most of you put either cream cheese or butter or jam or all of that on it. Then it is no longer the bread of affliction. The object is to, it's something I'm doing because I'm remembering. However, that's a rabbit trail. Now, in Hebrew thought, the word observe the festival is actually safeguard the matzah. Well, that sounds a little strange, doesn't it? Safeguard the matzah. Okay, in the physical, how would you safeguard the matzah? You make sure when you bake it, that it's in the oven within 18 minutes. Because why? So it won't rise. Okay. So, but in the spiritual, how do we figure to safeguard the matzah? Well, I would say that don't delay. Just like in cooking the matzah, don't delay because it will be ruined. Don't delay in getting rid of the chametz in your life. Don't delay the opportunity when God lays it on your heart to witness, to serve, whatever. Don't delay because that may be the only opportunity that you're going to have to witness to somebody or to serve somebody. So you might not get another chance. And so you need to take care of the things, just like Ted sings, "Dead flies in the ointment of the apothecary." And then a little bit of folly in a very wise man. If you don't take care of that little bit of folly, what happened to Solomon? Yeah. So remember that you are to be unleavened, and you need to serve before it becomes leaven in your life. You don't want it. So have a blessed day.